What's going on, guys? So today it is currently April 16th, and the playoffs begin April 18th, I believe, which is in 2 days. So just wanted to come on here and give my playoff predictions for the NBA, of course. Now, I'm a huge fucking basketball fan. Well, I should actually say I'm a Lakers fan. I actually don't really give a fuck about any of the other teams. So, yeah, man, I'm probably going to have a little bit of bias, right? Because I can't really take anybody else other than the Lakers to win it all as a fan. But I'm going to try to remain as unbiased as possible because we literally just got fucked up. Our season turned around in like 48 hours, bro. Like, shit was nuts, you know what I'm saying? We were literally steamrolling through niggas all of March, like fucking belt to ass, bro. Best team in the league, looking like title contenders. And then fucking Luka Doncic wants to go ahead and be a little bitch and get an injury. No, I'm just kidding. Shouts out to Luka, man. That's my MVP right there. But yeah, I don't know, man. Just fucking sucks, you know. Literally a injury or two could really turn shit around for a team, and it just sucks because like the depth of our team is just not there to where if you're missing your top two guys, I mean, honestly, any team really who loses their top guy or their number two guy at the same time is gonna take a significant hit talent wise. But you know, it's still fucking doable, right, for some of the deeper teams in the league, like the Thunder and shit. Fucking hate those guys, you know, but I'm low-key just hate watching because of how great they are. You know, you gotta give your hats off to them. Great team, the OKC Thunder, and all those other deep teams that are probably gonna make it far. So, but yeah, honestly, we're just here to make a quick little video, give the playoff predictions. I'm literally driving right now, so I don't have no fucking stats in front of me. I'm kind of like a casual fan this season. I haven't really tuned in to see what teams got going on. I know the seeding right now off the top of my head. I don't know the actual like number of the seeding, and I think it's like the first seed goes against the 8th seed, and then 3 and 4 match up against each other, 5 and 6, etc. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna see off the top of my head what I remember. If hopefully I give a good prediction, but I'm literally driving right now, so y'all are gonna have to bear with me. But I think we should start with the East. I think in the East we got, because as the time of this recording is happening, the play-in tournament is already like finished, right? So we got Philly that took out Orlando, Miami and Charlotte also played. That shit was crazy. Literally a 1-point fucking victory for those guys. I think the Charlotte Hornets are fraudulent, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they're built for the playoffs. I mean, they barely scraped by against the Miami Heat, bro. So yeah, man, I don't know. Honestly, I think the play-in tournament is a bit useless, in my opinion, just because, like, dude, I mean, okay, we got Portland and Golden State in the West, right? Like, I'm sorry, but like whoever wins out of those two they're not gonna upset the number 1 seed. It's just not gonna happen, bro. Like, you know, shouts out to Curry and all them, but they is not gonna win probably not even a single game against OKC. So it's honestly kind of pointless, right? In some regards, when you have like an all-time great team in the 1 seed. Like, I mean, dude, they're really just gonna shit on whoever gets the 8th seed. The only team I could really see making waves is Portland. But I said we were gonna start with the East, so we'll start with the East, right? The play-in has concluded, I believe, so it's gonna be Detroit versus Charlotte, I believe. And look, man, honestly, like I said, I think the Charlotte Hornets are fucking fraudulent. Like, you know, they're a fun team to watch, real young, a lot of energy. going on there. Like I said, I haven't really kept up with the season. I just know that, you know, them fucking guys are, they got some dogs on that team, right? They got Knipple, and that nigga can shoot the fuck out of the three, bro. Like one of the coldest white boys, 3-point shooters, right? And that's coming from a Laker fan. We got fucking the KKK assembled over there, bro. They got, I don't know what Pelinka trying to do, but he got like hella white dudes on the roster. So yeah, I mean, with that being said, Charlotte, you know, pretty solid, fun team to watch, but probably just in the regular season, right? Let's see if they can replicate that in the postseason, because I think it actually could be a very interesting series, because they're playing against Detroit, who is also, again, very young, just got done, or like probably not even fully done with the rebuild, honestly, right? Like they just barely turned shit around in the past 2 seasons, right? Like they got steamrolled last year by the Knicks. Year before that, they were like the god-awful, like worst team in the league. So yeah, man, I don't know. I think it could go either way, right? But I'm personally gonna pick Detroit just because I think they've been more established. I think Charlotte just kind of barely turned their season around this year. Like they weren't even projected to make it this far, right? I mean, they started off really bad, and so they turned it around in the second half of the season. So I mean, they could win a game or two, but honestly, I think a safe bet here is I'm gonna take Pistons in 6. I think Pistons are gonna win that shit in 6, or maybe even 5. Yeah, probably 5 games. I think sounds about right. Maybe like a gentleman's sweep. So yeah, that's gonna be round 1 in the East on that side. And then let me see off the top of my head. Oh yeah, we got Boston versus Philly. Very interesting series, right? So I'm not 100% sure who is at full strength and health right now. I know Jaylen Brown was the number 1 option for most of the season because Tatum, you know, he had a fucking injury or whatever. So he was gone for most of the season, just barely came back. So it's kind of going to be interesting to see if they're going to play with Jaylen Brown as the number 1 and Tatum the number 2. And maybe he'll, you know, come back as the number 1 option next season. But for right now, you know, it's still a deep team, man. They got that Baylor Shireman guy who's pretty fucking good. I forgot their center's name, bro. Keita. That guy's pretty tough too. And yeah, they've had some pretty scrappy, hard-fought wins against the top teams like OKC and shit. So yeah, pretty solid team. I'm honestly gonna pick Boston over Philly just because, like, you know, history and recent history. I mean, that's their daddy, bro. Like, it's always belt to ass whenever they meet up with Philly. So yeah, man. I mean, Philly got what, the VJ Max, bro. Shit, I work at TJ Maxx. I saw that shit made me laugh. You know, that VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey duo, pretty tough name, VJ Max. But yeah, man, I think they just, I think they're young and they don't really have playoff experience. So I'm gonna just take the champs, bro. People with championship experience, like Embiid. I don't know if he's healthy right now. I think he is. So it should be interesting because when he's healthy, he is one of the top players, bro. I can't even lie. But yeah, man. Honestly, I'm gonna take Boston just because, you know, they've been there, done that. They've, you know, always whooped the Sixers, and they were champions two seasons ago. Honestly, yeah, I think. And then of course, like, they just have a bunch of young guys, underdeveloped guys on the Sixers. Like, yeah, they got their vets and shit, bro. But I don't know. I haven't seen, this is VJ Edgecombe's first season. I haven't seen him in a playoff setting. Like, did really well in the regular season, but as we all know, playoffs is a whole different beast. So we're gonna have to see, right? So yeah, honestly, I think a safe bet again. I'm gonna take Boston in 5, maybe Boston in 6. You never know, cause Philly has also had some scrappy, like, close wins against some good teams. So I think they could, you know, win a game or 2. Shit, honestly, bro, I mean, it could honestly really go, you know, 6 games, maybe even 7 games, head ass. It could go, you know, you just never know, right? Honestly, like, if that nigga Embiid turns it up, and they start going crazy and shit, I don't know, man. You know, we could see a hard-fought series there. You know, this is, of course, barring any injuries, right? Like, if nobody gets injured, like, I think if one team has a star player out, like, they're fucking cooked, right? It's wraps. Like, if Embiid gets hurt, bro, I mean, that's a sweep right there. Not even gonna cap. So yeah, I'm gonna take, I think as a safe bet, I'm gonna take Boston in 6. I mean, sorry, Boston in 5. Yeah, Boston 5 or 6. Some calm like that. So yeah, it's gonna be the round 1 matchups there, and then shit, I gotta remember, honestly, because this is not doing me well. But I think who else? Oh yeah, it's gonna be the Cavaliers, right? Cavaliers are gonna probably match up against Detroit. I'm gonna keep this one short, honestly, for that prediction. I'm thinking round 2. Oh yeah, that's right, because I'm jumping ahead. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's right. Cleveland is gonna play Toronto. I'm personally gonna take Cleveland. I think they just want it more. Toronto, again, is one of those teams that just started off really bad, and then just barely started turning their shit around right at the end of the year. So they were always in the mix to try to get in the playoffs, but I don't know. Like, I just, from what I've seen throughout the season, they've had some tough losses, bro. So I'm gonna personally take Cleveland. I'm gonna take Cleveland in 6, also Cleveland in 5, around there. I still think Toronto could win a game or two, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be particularly close. Like the same way I see, you know, Boston and Philly maybe going to 7. I don't really see that with Cleveland and Toronto. I think Cleveland's gonna get the job done with the home court advantage and shit. So yeah, I'm gonna take Cleveland, and I think in round 2 there's gonna be seeded Cleveland and fucking Detroit. So I'll also keep that shit pretty short and simple. I think Cleveland, bro. I think Cleveland, but it could go either way. I'm gonna put it at, I think it could honestly go either way, because like, again, I think the Pistons just don't have enough experience under their belt. I just really don't think that they do, personally. This is like their first year that they have the potential to make a deep playoff run, so they really could, honestly. But I just think, you know, Donovan Mitchell with James Harden, like, and James Harden's not even like the prime, like, he's not the guy, right? Like, he's kind of like second, maybe third option. I think that's going to take a little bit of pressure off him, and he's finally going to have a great playoff series, not be a shrinker, be a riser, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to take Cleveland to win that shit, but I think it's going to be real close, though. I definitely could see that series going 7. I don't know if that contradicts what I just said right now, because, like I said, I'm not really locked in on what it is that I'm saying, but fuck, man, I think that shit could go either way. But I am going to take Cleveland, though. So, yeah, and then, so we, also in the East, we got New York versus Atlanta. That's another series that is very similar to the one I just said. I think that shit could go either way, bro, honestly. I think out of all the teams in the East, I think Atlanta is like probably one of the worst matchups for New York. I think if anyone has a chance to beat New York, it's gonna be Atlanta. And if they do, bro, it's gonna be pretty time for some pretty uncomfortable fucking conversations in New York, bro. Because, you know, if they don't win it all this year, like, you know, shit's gonna look pretty bad for them. Have to do some trades and shit. So yeah, bro, I'm gonna take New York. You know what I'm saying? Just because, I mean, they do. I mean, Atlanta does got some guys. They got some guys over there. They got that Jalen Johnson dude, but I don't even know if he's playing, bro. I think he's playing, right? Shit, I don't know. And yeah, I mean, Atlanta is like one of those sleeper teams, bro. Like, they're like the Miami Heat, kind of. Like, they're always that sleeper pick in the East. They're like very mid, but somehow in the playoffs they just really put shit together. So honestly, man, yeah, I'm gonna take New York, though, just because, like, I think those niggas got a lot to play for, honestly. Like, I think if they don't fucking, like I said, if they don't win it all this year and they don't put that shit on, like, they're low-key cooked. So yeah, I think Brunson is he's built for the moment, you know. I think they got a little bit stronger in the offseason. They got, like, you know, probably a more solid team than last year that got whooped by the Pacers. So I think they match up not the best against Atlanta, but I think they got that. So, which then leads to New York and Cleveland rematch. And that one, I think, that shit could go either fucking way, man, honestly. Like, I think, fuck, bro. That's hard. That's really hard. But honestly, man, like, round 3, fuck. This might come back to bite me later, on, but I think, personally, I like New York more than Cleveland. I think, like I said, they just got a lot to play for, bro. And Cleveland too, though. Cleveland, they've been right there in the mix for the past few seasons. Like, they're just, a piece or two away, and they have James Harden now, so maybe he's the piece. But I think the deeper they get in the playoffs, the more pressure is gonna be on him to perform. And we know how James Harden does in the playoffs, bro. So, shit, I guess I'm gonna just take New York, bro, and take New York to the finals. But I don't think they're gonna win it all. I really don't think they're gonna win it all. Cause, oh shit, I'm stupid. I'm jumping way ahead of myself. Cause they're gonna play, Cleveland, and then they still has to. Oh yeah, cause I took Cleveland over Detroit. Okay, yeah, never mind. Scratch that. Yeah. Fuck. But yeah, bro. I'm gonna take round 3. I'm gonna take New York to make it to the finals. So that's gonna be the lighting, bro. It's crazy. I'm gonna take New York to win the East, and yeah, those are gonna be my East NBA playoff predictions, bro. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna come back on this to do my West predictions, but we'll see.